Welcome, my friends. Today, what's on the menu is up on Commerce Way in North Woburn. I guess we call it North Woburn. When I was a kid, we didn't call it North Woburn. We called it Woods. But now, up at the end of Commerce Way, where the Target development is Firehouse Subs, and that's where we are. And it's a little around the corner from the pet store on the Target side, because there's another pet store over there. But anyway, we'll get to that later on, because we're going to get to directions, name of the company, you know, all the phone numbers and all that kind of stuff.
Got to have people find us.
Right. Here, Wells Aiken, franchise owner of Firehouse Subs or sandwiches. What is it? Sandwiches?
Firehouse Subs.
Subs. That's it.
I mean, it's a
Perfect,
sandwich,
right?
isn't it?
Sandwich
It's a
is
sandwich.
And Dave, he's the boss representing the corporation for New England. But he's Jerry Remy today, and he's not going to say anything because
Just adding color.
He's afraid to talk.
I'm just adding color.
We'll get him involved. Wells, that's a great name, son. I'll tell you that. Wells.
Thank you. Thank you.
Nobody will ever forget that. Come in. I met a guy named Wells today. Oh, well, I'll never forget it anyway. But anyway, tell
First
us,
time for everything.
how'd you get into this business? Like you wanted to own a restaurant, you looked around, said, that's what I want to be with Firehouse?
Now a little more complicated than that. I used to be in business consulting and used to travel to Jacksonville, Florida for work.
Yeah.
And I used to eat at a place called Firehouse Subs 2 or 3 times a week. And I really enjoyed it. So I kind of kept that in the back of my mind. And as the years went by and as they began to grow and expand into the mid-Atlantic states and finally into New England, I was looking for another business opportunity and thought it would be a great fit for New England and a great
Are you a
product.
New England guy, right?
I grew up in New Jersey. I went to school up here, both for high school and for graduate school, and loved the area, and so I relocated to the Boston area.
And they're very happy and successful so far, right?
Absolutely, love it.
Absolutely. David, how many Firehouse Subs are there, franchises are there in the country, like along the East Coast?
So we're out, like Wells said, we're out of Jacksonville, but we're in 43 states.
43 states.
Puerto Rico, we have just over 900 locations, and we're getting ready to go international. We'll be opening a location in Canada before the end of this year.
I got one more question for Jerry Remy here. What these firemen were doing when they decided to make some subs? How'd that start in the beginning?
Yeah, so Robin and Chris Sorensen, the founders of Firehouse Subs, were working on the Jacksonville Fire Department, and they started the very first Firehouse Subs location about 20 years ago. And like I said, it's grown into this phenomenon and built on the laurels of hearty, flavorful food, heartfelt service, and public safety.
Okay, the last point I want to make before we get back to Wells is this money goes to fire departments. It's all collected someplace in a big pot, and then fire departments all over the United States or Canada, wherever you guys are located, can write grants to get the money. That's how it's
That's correct. So
right?
the Firehouse Subs Public Safety Foundation has raised over $14 million to date, and we donate that money back to local fire departments and the communities our restaurants serve via a grant process. And how those funds are raised, customers come in to any of our restaurants, they can round up their purchase to the nearest dollar, they can throw their spare change into a canister, or they can buy one of our pickle buckets, which our pickles come in when they're empty. We clean them out, sell those for $2, and all those funds go into the kitty, and the fire, police, or EMT departments can fill out a grant. And we've donated over $58,000 to first responders in the state of Massachusetts.
And that's one of the other main reasons I got involved with this restaurant, because it's not only about providing a great quality sandwich, it's about giving back to the community and helping public safety agencies that in today's economy are strapped sometimes with budgetary items. For instance, in October, the Woburn Fire Department had applied for a grant, and we were able to donate 4 air packs, which had a value of just under $20,000. So hopefully those apparatuses are in use and helping to save lives in the Woburn community. So that's something that as a business owner I feel great about, in addition to providing great quality food.
Yeah, you should. You should feel great about it. All right, let's talk about the menu now.
Absolutely.
We're making sandwiches. What kind of sandwiches are we making? I'm sure they're the best sandwiches because we use the best cold cuts. The best vegetables are coming in right now. We just picked this morning, right?
That's right.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
Everything is fresh, local, all that kind of stuff. So the purveyors come in every day and you just make up the sandwich. What are you talking about? A menu. What goes out the door the best?
Absolutely.
Everything?
Everything goes out the door. As you would imagine, Firehouse subs, what we specialize in is heat. So we have hot subs.
Really? Yeah.
We steam our meats and cheeses, and what the steaming process does is it locks in the flavor. And we use only USDA choice meats and premium Wisconsin cheese. So instead of other sandwich shops will serve it cold or they'll serve it hot, they might grill it, kind of leaves it a little bit fatty. They might toast it, might leave it a little bit dry. Our steaming process keeps the meat and cheese moist and locks in the flavor.
Is that steaming process, is that something we can get in Toronto if we open a Firehouse sub there? They're all the same.
Absolutely.
Everyone's the same.
Our system is the same everywhere you go.
But some days you wake up, Jerry, and you don't know where you are. Right?
That's right.
They're all look the same. Just
Could be
right
in
there.
Woburn, could be in Danvers, could be in Toronto. Still going to
That's
get
good.
still going to get a great sandwich
And we got to make sure we get a picture of that car before we leave there. That's for sure.
Oh, yeah,
That's
we gotta get
That's a high car.
You like that?
I mean, yeah, I do. I want to be.
You want to go for a ride?
I want to drive down.
You want to go for? I'll let you take it for a
I wanna
spin.
drive down the street. and
Be like a
people say,
Shriner
"Look at that
Circus
car
over
there."
here. Yeah.
So back to the food, because that's the most important thing. So now, besides a sandwich, what else can I get?
You can get, well, we have 10 specialty subs.
Yeah.
And we can talk to you about those in just a minute, but with 10 specialty subs, they're all hot. We also do cold subs, so if
Yeah.
people want a traditional cold sandwich, we can do that as well.
Like an Italian sub.
Sure,
or
absolutely.
something.
We have a hot Italian, which is a
Yeah.
little bit of a twist on a regular Italian, but we can do it cold as well. Then we have something called our hearty and flavorful under 500 calorie menu, and that's 6 sandwiches and 4 salads, 4 chopped salads. And that ranges anything from the sriracha beef, which is a little bit spicy, to the hook and ladder light. The hook and ladder is really our signature sandwich. That's Virginia honey ham, smoked turkey breast, lettuce, tomato, onion, mayonnaise, mustard, served with a kosher dill pickle on the side. The hook and ladder light is a light version of that. Then we have Captain Sorensen's Datil Pepper grilled chicken. And the Datil pepper is a pepper that's native to Jacksonville, Florida. And the Sorensen brothers concocted a terrific hot sauce called Captain Sorensen's Datil Pepper Hot Sauce. Their father, Captain Sorensen, was a captain in the Jacksonville Fire Department, and Chris and Robin are also both former firefighters, but they came up with a terrific hot sauce, and our Captain Sorensen's Datil Pepper chicken comes with mayonnaise, lettuce, tomato, onion, and the Datil Pepper hot sauce on it. And we have a little sweeter sub on the hearty and flavorful side called the turkey and cranberry. It's good around Thanksgiving.
That's good, yeah.
Coming up here. And we also have Mama's Homemade Chicken Salad, which is a recipe that we make right here in the store, fresh every day. It's the brother's own mother's recipe, and maybe we'll show you a little bit about how we make that when we go in the back.
Yeah, that'll be fine.
And then we have 4 chopped salads. We have a Firehouse salad, which you can get with any of our meats in it. We have
Firehouse everything, huh?
at Firehouse everything.
Everything
absolutely.
is Firehouse.
Everything's Firehouse.
That's good, though.
That's where we're at, right?
That's where we are.
That's it.
You got Firehouse brownies. I saw the kids making brownies in the back.
Firehouse
We're
cookies,
gonna
Firehouse
have
brownies.
We're gonna have a little dessert, right?
Absolutely. Can't have lunch without dessert or dinner for that matter.
How about calories and stuff like that? Do we have to worry about all that stuff? Or sandwiches are just made perfectly so you can have one maybe a couple, 3 times a week. You don't want to be eating a submarine sandwich
Well,
every day, but I suppose people do. I don't know.
Well, that's why we introduced our hearty and flavorful menu. Our specialty subs are packed with flavor, and we consider them hearty sandwiches. They'll fill you up. A large sandwich is probably not what you want to do if you're going back to work. Maybe on a Saturday, a large sandwich would be great. And
There's a half a pound of meat on our large sandwich and a quarter pound
Really?
of meat. Quarter pound of meat on the medium. So like Wells was saying, they're pretty pretty
How
hearty.
do you know that? You weigh it?
Yeah, we do. Yeah, make sure
Or you
that
you weigh it for the first week or so, and then by the time the kids know how to bing, bing.
No, they're right there. Don't you worry.
right there.
We're not going to shortchange. Everything's going to
No,
be.
I don't mean shortchange. I mean, you just habit. You know, I mean, you know how much stuff after a week or so. You can't be looking at the sheets and 2 slices of bologna. You know what I mean? or
Yeah, we
whatever,
check
you
it.
know.
No, we do. We
Yeah,
check
we
everything every
portion
day
it
to
out.
make sure
everything is
that
good.
everything's consistent and that the customers are getting the right perfect sandwich every time.
we slice our meat every day.
Every day.
We portion all the meat into 2 ounce and 4 ounce portions, and make sure you
Oh,
get,
I get
you
it
get
now.
4
Yeah,
ounces,
yeah,
8
okay, I
ounces
understand
on
now.
your medium
Yeah.
or large subs.
Yeah. All right, now let's talk about the hardware of the store itself. So everybody knows what the phone number is. We'll put that up on the tape when it comes out. You know, you can repeat it now if you want.
Easy to remember, 781-938-SUBS, 7827.
Yeah, that's
781-938-7827.
That's good, very good. How about, so what do I can get a sandwich, call up, right? Get a sandwich, how long does it take, a couple of minutes?
You can
People
call, you can order via the website, or we have an online web app, mobile app for your smartphone, where you can order right from your phone. So any way that you can order it, we've got you covered.
I suppose when you sell a lot, we sell a lot of sandwiches like to go, right? And now I suppose there's a person answering the phone. Say, are there any allergies involved? It's that kind of stuff, because that's very important in the restaurant business today. You know what I mean? So I don't know how that works, but everybody's trained relative to that stuff.
Oh, absolutely. My daughter herself has a food allergy, so in this particular restaurant, and all Firehouse restaurants for that matter, but we are very diligent about making sure our customers, if they have any allergies, that their needs are met, and that we use clean and sanitized work surfaces, and that we use fresh product anytime somebody says they have a food allergy. So.
Okay. So let's go in the back and look around. You can't go because there's too many people.
I'm shut off.
You could just...
I'm on the production team.
Yeah, all right, let's go.
All right, we're gonna make Ed the most delicious sandwich he's ever tasted. As we talked about earlier, we control our portions. Medium subs contain 1/4 pound of meat. Our hook and ladder contains Virginia honey ham. So we're gonna put the Virginia honey ham down first. And we're gonna put 2 ounces of smoked turkey breast. These meats were sliced fresh this morning on our slicer in the back. Hook and ladder comes with Monterey Jack cheese. Put the Monterey Jack cheese on, 2 slices on a medium sub. On a large sub, you'll get 8 ounces of meat and 3 slices of cheese. And when the meat and cheese setup is ready to go, we're gonna let someone know it's time to cut the bread, and the bread will hit the toaster at the same time we put the meat and cheese setup in the steamer. Can I get a medium white, please? So we're gonna go to the steamer. We'll drop the meat and cheese setup in the steamer. Typically we do 2 of these at a time during a busy lunch to move things along more quickly. Close the steamer lid and we'll begin the steaming process. At the same time the bread is coming through the toaster, and by the time the bread comes through the toaster and then we dress the bread, the steaming process should be complete. We use a private recipe sub roll that you'll only find at Firehouse Subs. They are delicious. And then you'll see the bread comes out to a beautiful, even caramel color, golden delicious. Once the bread is ready, we're gonna take that out. Another crew member will dress the bread right here. Tomatoes, onions, and a thin line of deli mustard. And we'll send the sandwich to be rescued. Rescue! One of our crew members will check the ticket and check the sandwich to make sure the sandwich has been dressed properly. This sandwich comes fully involved. Again, that's with mayonnaise, lettuce, tomato, onion, and a thin line of deli mustard. So as we said, the steaming process is now complete. And we're gonna take the meat and cheese setup out of the steamer. All right, once the meat and cheese is ready to go, we're gonna go ahead and put that on the sandwich using a spatula. That right on there like that. Make sure it's stretched end to end. We're gonna make sure every bite in the sandwich tastes the same. And we're gonna go ahead and put the top part of the bread on. Cut the bread at a 45-degree angle to make it easy for our customers to eat, because it is a pretty big sandwich. Put 2 frill picks in. And there is your finished hook and ladder. We'll put that on the tray. And the whole process takes about 4 to 6 minutes.
Welcome. You can see where we're back from. We were in the kitchen for quite a while, looking at all this wonderful food. People eat with their eyes, right?
Well, every day.
You got to put it up there, and it got to look good, because if it doesn't look good, I'm not going to eat it. That's
right.
another important factor when you're talking about food. Okay, so we know we got #1 ingredients. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and take a bite out of this hook and ladder and see if it passes the Walker test.
All right.
In the meantime, I'd like you to go back a little bit about the location where we are. off of Commerce Way near time, blah blah. And then we'll talk a little bit about the phone number, the website, the app, which is important. And that's is that for the catering? Or the app will take care of everything, right?
Absolutely.
So what you get on the application, okay. And we'll just have a little review of what we talked about in the beginning, anything you think of that we didn't talk about, which is going to happen anyway. And we'll just go on from there.
Okay.
So I'm going to bite it. So I can't talk.
Get
well,
it.
my mouth is full.
Get it.
So you guys can talk to each other.
Get yourself some, man.
Let's go.
Get in there.
All
Come
right.
on.
So, Wells?
Let's see if it passes
Go.
the Walker test. All right, so we've got the hook and ladder here. We've got a Firehouse salad with grilled chicken. We've got a turkey bacon ranch. We've got a Firehouse Italian. We've got a Captain Sorensen's Datil pepper chicken. We've got a Firehouse meatball, and we've got a Firehouse Hero. You also see that we offer white and wheat sub rolls, as well as our reduced calorie sub roll.
Unbelievable.
How is it, Ed?
Very good.
Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Honest to God, very good. Yeah. A top-notch sandwich.
Excellent. So we are located right here at Target off Commerce Way,
Yeah.
right on the main street, just around the corner from Petco.
For people who come over here, it's like next to Verizon on the corner, because you can see the Verizon store, right? So you just come around the corner, right? Can you go around the building this way?
You can.
Okay.
You can circle the building if you like.
Circle the building. Can they come
Circle-
in again?
circle
the
the-
building.
circle
come in
the
and get another
wagons.
sandwich. Yeah.
That's right.
They get another
Come
sandwich.
again and again.
I'm going in.
Yeah. Very good. Go ahead.
going
Help
in.
us out.
All right. In
Italian.
addition to our hot sandwiches,
Yeah.
we do offer catering. All of our catering is cold. Unfortunately, we don't deliver our hot specialty subs, but we do deliver catering, free setup and delivery. We offer sandwich platters, catering salads, dessert platters, our freshly brewed sweet and unsweet tea.
How far would you
lemonade.
go?
We will go as far as we need to.
Okay.
As far as we need to. We will go the extra mile for our customers.
You want it? We'll get it to you.
That's right.
We'll get it for you.
We will figure it out.
I think, along with you guys, the presentation is important. I think you get a little bit of not ambiance, but you get a little bit of familiarity with the people, because you're coming here with my number 40 that I had earlier, and then you come out, somebody knows my name. I might, after I see this waitress or person that brings the sandwich around 3 or 4 times, now they become almost like a friend. You know what I mean? Come in and say,
Absolutely.
how you doing? Why don't you try this? How often you change the menu? Ever change it? Comes up.
Every so often, we have a limited time offer sandwich. Usually, right now, it's our King's Hawaiian pork and slaw sandwich. Some sandwich we've done in the past, we may do in the future. We've done a sweet Thai chili pork, and we've got some other things in the works upcoming.
We have some seasonal items that we'll offer.
I mean, after a while, you got to figure they got to change one. Like nobody bought this, so gone.
Yeah, we try to keep it fresh, and like I said, we have seasonal offerings. We came out with our hearty and tasty, flavorful items, which Wells talked about, under 500 calories. So if someone's watching their waistline and would like a salad or like a lower calorie option, we can accommodate them as well.
That's wonderful.
And you can order all these sandwiches and our catering on our website at www.firehousesubs.com.
Yep.
And we also have a mobile app that you can download for your smartphone. You can order your sandwiches that way, prepay, and come right in and pick it up. Sometimes that's a good way to avoid the long lines that we get at lunch. And we also have a new loyalty rewards program that integrates with your smartphone app, so that
Yeah, I saw
when you
that.
come again and again, you circle the wagons, you can get free sandwiches and free beverages and desserts and chips.
So if I order my sandwich on the phone or through my computer, I can come in here. I go to the head of the line. I say I'm Ed. They say okay, go out the door.
You're right out the door.
We'll have your order waiting for you.
Don't have. That's good. That's good. Well, I don't know what else we could talk about. What else? Come on.
Dessert.
We're good. We made the sandwich. The sandwich is to it. The bread is very good.
Yeah.
Very good. Comes through that toaster. That's a nice little deal there too.
Yeah. The uniqueness of steaming, the steam heat, meat and cheese, just really kind of releases those flavors, melts the cheese, so you've got that nice crisp toasted sub roll, that hot meat and cheese, cool, fresh, local produce.
Do you know anybody else that does that, like steam and stuff?
Don't, no.
Oh, good. I hope they don't either. Let me pick up on that.
And our sandwiches, we offer them obviously for here and to go, but we certainly recommend the first time you come in and try us out. There's no substitute for a sandwich served fresh right out of the steamer. So if you come into the restaurant, there's nothing better than that.
I agree. I mean, you don't want to come into a restaurant and have a sandwich at 4 o'clock in the afternoon where the bread came at 5 in the morning.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, now they get a slice,
Yeah.
and you know, it's, like you say, then you put something in, it gets all soggy. So this is a better. The system is better. There's no question about that. So I'm impressed. I'm
Great.
impressed.
Well, thanks for coming
I
in,
think you did a
Ed.
hell of a
We
job.
Appreciate
you coming
it.
in.
Thanks for inviting me.
Thank you,
for
sir.
Christ's sake.
Hope to see you again soon.
Yeah, maybe you will.
All right.
Maybe you will. We'll push this. We'll push these programs out into the universe and see what happens. You never know what's going to happen.
Great.
Great.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Next time.